Kamala Harris. The name alone sparks debate, a figure who has become synonymous with both hope and controversy. From district attorney to senator, her career has been marked by a series of groundbreaking achievements. From vice president to presidential hopeful, her journey is a testament to her resilience and ambition. Her ascent has been nothing short of meteoric, capturing the imagination of millions. A trailblazer, a daughter of immigrants, she embodies the American dream. Her story is one of perseverance and breaking barriers. The first female vice president, her story is one for the history books. She has shattered glass ceilings and paved the way for future generations. But behind the dazzling smile and the carefully crafted speeches lies a complex individual with a multifaceted persona. A question lingers: who is the real Kamala Harris? Is she the progressive leader many believe her to be? Is she the champion of the people fighting for justice and equality? Her work in criminal justice reform and advocacy for marginalized communities suggests so. Or is there a hidden agenda, a calculated ambition lurking beneath the surface? Critics argue that her political maneuvers are driven by personal ambition rather than public service. The American people deserve answers. They deserve transparency and honesty from their leaders. They deserve to know if the person asking for their vote is truly worthy of the power she seeks. Trust in leadership is paramount in these turbulent times. The stakes have never been higher. The decisions made today will shape the future of the nation for generations to come. The future of the nation hangs in the balance. Every vote, every voice matters in this critical juncture. And as we delve into the heart of this enigma, we must consider all facets of her character and career. One thing is certain: the truth about Kamala Harris is far more complex than it appears. Her legacy will be defined not just by her achievements, but by the scrutiny and challenges she faces along the way. Harris's supporters point to her record as a prosecutor, her advocacy for criminal justice reform, her commitment to social justice. They see a leader who understands the struggles of everyday Americans, a fighter who will stand up for the little guy. But her critics paint a different picture. They point to her record on criminal justice, her close ties to corporate interests, her perceived ambition. They see a politician more concerned with climbing the ladder of power than serving the needs of the people. Who is right? Is Kamala Harris a champion of the people, a beacon of hope in a divided nation, or is she a master of illusion, carefully crafting an image to mask her true intentions? The truth, as always, lies somewhere in the shadows. Harris's political career has been marked by strategic decisions and carefully calibrated policies. From her early days as a prosecutor in San Francisco to her time as Attorney General of California, she has shown a remarkable ability to navigate the treacherous waters of American politics. Her opponents argue that her policies are often driven more by political expediency than by principle. They point to her shifting stances on issues like criminal justice reform and healthcare as evidence of her willingness to say whatever it takes to get ahead. But her supporters counter that she is a pragmatic leader who understands the need to compromise in order to achieve progress. They argue that her policies are rooted in a deep commitment to social justice and a belief in the power of government to improve people's lives. The world of politics is built on relationships. Alliances are forged, favors are traded, and power is consolidated. Kamala Harris is no stranger to this game. She has cultivated a vast network of connections, from powerful donors to influential political operatives. Some argue that these connections are a sign of her political savvy, her ability to build bridges and get things done. Others see them as evidence of something more insidious, a willingness to play the game of politics to benefit herself and her allies. The question remains: do these connections serve the people, or do they serve to maintain a system that benefits the few at the expense of the many? Cynicism runs deep in American politics. Many Americans believe that politicians are more interested in serving themselves than serving the people. They see a system rigged against them, where the powerful elite call the shots while ordinary citizens are left to fend for themselves. Is this cynicism justified, or is it a dangerous oversimplification of a complex reality? Do politicians like Kamala Harris genuinely believe in their ability to make a difference, or are they simply playing a game, using their power and influence to enrich themselves and their cronies? These are not easy questions to answer, but they are questions that we must grapple with if we hope to create a more just and equitable society. The evidence is mixed. There are examples of Kamala Harris fighting for the people, standing up for the vulnerable, and using her platform to amplify the voices of the marginalized. There are also examples of her making decisions that seem to benefit the powerful at the expense of the powerless. Her supporters point to her record of fighting for criminal justice reform, her advocacy for affordable healthcare, and her commitment to protecting the environment. Her detractors highlight her close ties to corporate interests, her record of tough-on-crime policies, and her perceived ambition. The truth, as always, is complex and multifaceted. There is no easy answer, no single narrative that can fully capture the complexity of Kamala Harris's political career. To frame this election as a battle between good and evil is tempting. It's a narrative that simplifies the complexities of our political landscape into a digestible story, one that can easily be understood and rallied behind. On one side, we have a candidate who promises hope, change, and a more just and equitable society. This candidate speaks to the aspirations of many, offering a vision of a future where everyone has a fair shot, where justice prevails, and where the marginalized are uplifted. On the other side, we have a candidate who embodies division, fear, and a return to a darker chapter in American history. This candidate's rhetoric often stirs up old wounds, playing on fears and anxieties, and promising a return to a past that many remember as less inclusive and more divided. But this simplistic narrative ignores the nuances of reality. It overlooks the fact that politics is rarely black and white. The issues we face are complex, and the solutions are often not straightforward. It ignores the fact that even the most well-intentioned politicians are flawed human beings, capable of making mistakes, of being corrupted by power, of betraying the trust of the people they are sworn to serve. Every politician, no matter how noble their intentions, is subject to the pressures and temptations of their position. The truth is that there are no easy answers in politics. The decisions that need to be made are often fraught with difficult trade-offs and unforeseen consequences. It's a realm where idealism meets the harsh realities of governance. There are no perfect candidates, no simple solutions to complex problems. Each candidate brings their own set of strengths and weaknesses, their own vision for the future, and their own approach to solving the issues at hand. The choice we face is not between good and evil, but between imperfect options, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. It's a choice that requires careful consideration, an understanding of the complexities involved, and a willingness to engage with the difficult realities of our political system. In the end, it's about making the best choice we can, given the imperfect options before us. The legacy of Kamala Harris is still being written. As the first woman, the first black woman, and the first South Asian woman to hold the office of Vice President of the United States, her journey is historic and groundbreaking. Her rise to power has been marked by numerous achievements and challenges, each contributing to the complex narrative of her legacy. Will she be remembered as a champion of the people, a leader who tirelessly advocated for the marginalized and underrepresented? Her work as a prosecutor, senator, and now vice president has shown her commitment to justice and equality. She has often spoken about the importance of lifting up those who have been left behind and ensuring that everyone has a fair shot at the American dream. A leader who fought for justice and equality. Her involvement in key legislative efforts such as criminal justice reform and healthcare access highlights her dedication to these causes. She has marched alongside activists, met with civil rights leaders, and used her platform to amplify the voices of those fighting for change. Or will she be remembered as a politician who put ambition above principle, who was more interested in climbing the ladder of power than in serving the needs of the people? Critics argue that some of her decisions, particularly during her tenure as California's Attorney General, reflect a more pragmatic and sometimes controversial approach to governance. Who was more interested in climbing the ladder of power than in serving the needs of the people? Only time will tell. Her career has been marked by both praise and criticism, and her actions will continue to be scrutinized as she navigates the complexities of her role. But one thing is certain: Kamala Harris is a complex and contradictory figure, a product of her time and place. Her story is intertwined with the broader narrative of American politics and society, reflecting the hopes, dreams, and struggles of a diverse nation. A product of her time and place, she has navigated the political landscape with a unique blend of determination and resilience. Her early career in California, where she served as District Attorney of San Francisco and later as Attorney General, laid the foundation for her national prominence, a reflection of the divisions and anxieties that plague American society. Her tenure has been marked by significant societal challenges, including racial tensions, economic disparities, and political polarization. She has often addressed these issues head-on, calling for unity and collective action. Her story is a reminder that the fight for justice and equality is never truly over. It is a continuous journey that requires vigilance, courage, and unwavering commitment. Her legacy will be shaped by how she responds to the pressing issues of our time and how she inspires future generations to continue the fight. It is a fight that must be waged every day, in every generation. The challenges we face today are not new, but they require new solutions and renewed dedication. Kamala Harris's story serves as a testament to the enduring struggle for a more just and equitable society, and it is a fight that we must all be willing to join if we hope to create a more just and equitable world. Her legacy will ultimately be defined by the impact she has on the lives of ordinary people and the progress she helps to achieve in the ongoing quest for justice and equality.